Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here, and today we go against, where are you? Bise. Here you are. Today we're gonna go against Bise. For you guys don't know, I faced Bise last time around and it was a spectacular battle. But Bise here, cool guy. Last time around we had our plans. We had a very solid team going against him. I'm pretty sure he's ready for it. But Bise could actually expect us to completely change our tactics, which I did not. I think like when you got a team that gave you a 4-0 against a great skillful player as Bise, I think that team doesn't really require changes. I could do it, but I'm not too sure on how far he's gonna go with his changes. So I cannot really. It's not the easiest change to make when you got a team that gave you an incredible score. So it's like a team that was basically standing with no weaknesses against him last time. So it was kind of hard to see general weaknesses and how he would have improved, while knowing that, well, basically his whole team is, no matter what, still weak to Scarf Keldeo. No matter how big changes he will bring in, you need to have Scarfers and so forth. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us pick our music, which I will of course not listen to, so there's really no reason to pick it, but we're gonna see what Pokemon Bise decide to bring in today. So, Conkeldurr, he brought it out of the... Oh, right, I completely forgot about that. Wait a minute. Feraligatr and Conkeldurr, Raichu, well, I guess I should have been expecting those. Still two flyers. Very, very interesting. I did not expect that, but let us check this out. So, we got Raichu. Pidgeot. Johto. Conkeldurr. It can run Fire Punch. Yeah, I believe it can. Raichu. I do have a Mon for Conkeldurr to a certain extent. And Feraligatr. Feraligatr can be stopped by Gastrodon. Cold because it's defensive. And Emboar. Emboar, of course, down there for the likes of Scizor. Yes. So basically, that is our team. Let us pick our Mons. I'm expecting a Raichu lead. I don't expect him to lead with anything else, honestly. I mean, he could... let me check. What is my best lead, honestly? I could lead with my Dragonite. That could also be it. Actually, thinking about it, I think Dragonite is my best lead. Isn't it? I mean, he could expect me to lead with Electros like I did last time around. So I'm not gonna play that game. Plus, he doesn't have a Stealth Rocker, so I think, I think Dragonite will do. So I also got Weakness Policy on it, so in case he doesn't have Edge Slash, that is actually very incredible. In case he will break my weakness, then I may actually go from there. So ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, let us see what Bise is gonna bring in. Bertha, that is in Conkeldurr. Whoa, that's scary. So he was expecting the obvious, yeah. Right, so basically Bise is in and he is ready. Let me check. So he could be a bulk upset, which would scare me to a great, amount, because a bulk upset could become a huge problematic situation towards my team. But let me check this out now. I could just directly attack him, Scout, if he's gonna go for Ice Punch. Ice Punch cannot take me out in one shot. I would not think it can. I highly doubt that's going to be the case. And I could switch out for now, but I don't think that's going to be in my best interest. Now, I am defensive. I know I can take moves from the likes of this. How much speed? Do I outspeed Conkeldurr? That's also a thing. I don't think I'm going to outspeed Conkeldurr with this. That's mighty unfortunate, to be honest. Right, so I got 44 seconds to go right now, and I'm not too certain on what move I should pick. I need to preserve this, actually. So I'm going to switch out to Gastrodon for now. I did not put Rocky Helmet on it. That was a bad mistake on my behalf. I should have definitely think about that. Putting Rocky Helmet. Conkeldurr can become a huge problem towards my team, honestly speaking. But we're just going to need to deal with it. So he's going to go for Ice Punch. Let's see if he's actually Iron Fist. That did not do that much. That is not Iron Fist. That is probably a bulky spread. And kind of going from there. So for now, I don't care if he's a bulky spread. I could Earth Power. but he's most likely gonna regain. I could Ice Beam. I mean, by the damage he's doing, he's not really gonna go anywhere with this outside of him being a bulk up set, which I think I can outstall if I go for the ball, you know, for the recover. And I think that this Mon is really good against that as long as I, you know, play with it game. So Ice Punch generally didn't do anything, and I think he's gonna switch out. Now, what will he switch out to is a question. I do think he's gonna switch out. He could stay in, and I don't care as long as I can poison this, because Conkeldurr is actually a big problem, and I don't care if I let my Gastrodon go down by it, as long as I can, you know, generally go against it for now. So he's gonna go for the Drain Punch. That does a lot of damage. I'm gonna go for the Toxic, which is gonna boost up his probably Guts, or maybe he does have the... Here's the thing, if he's bulky, that Drain Punch actually did a considerable amount of damage, way more than Ice Punch. But if he had Iron Fist, then Ice Punch should still do a lot of damage. So now I'm expecting him to go for another Drain Punch, and I should have recovered from here, if he is of course that set. But oh, man, it's not the easiest way to play around this, you know. I could switch out to my... He could Ice Punch right now, expect me to switch out. I just gave him Guts. I gotta think. Not the best move to do, but at the same time, it is what it is. So I seriously gotta think right now. Well, Gastrodon, what do I need it for, honestly? I mean, Feraligatr he does have, and Ember he also has, so I'm gonna need to switch out. I think I definitely need to switch out on this. I'm gonna switch out, but if I switch out to my Dragonite right now, that's not gonna be all that great. I could switch out to my Devil Cloyd, take a move from it, and then try to see if he's got Fire Punch, which is actually going to be the case. I'm also faster, but Drain Punch is going to hurt, wouldn't it? Yeah, it will hurt. But then again, Devil Cloyd, here's the thing. I don't need Devil Cloyd at a huge amount of HP. I can regain it with Roost. I just need to scout for the potential of Fire Punch. So he's going to go for the Drain Punch. Let's see if this is Guts, and that is Guts. That is Guts. That is not good. That is definitely not good. So basically, we're still gonna, you know, cheap up the damage a little bit, which is also nice. That's probably Assault Vested, thinking about it. He could Mach Punch right now, which I'm actually heavily expecting. But will that Mach Punch take me out after that? That's actually very interesting, but I cannot seem to say. He could, probably. But then again, the difference between Mach Punch and Drain Punch is quite huge. So I'm actually going to go for the Roost right now. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. He could Mach Punch, or maybe he will not. Depending. Mach Punch has a chance, I would assume. I mean, it's kind of hard to say at this remainder of HP. Plus, I'm going to get additional bulk once I Mega Evolve. So I think that Roosting right now would regain most of my health, and Conkeldurr will just, you know, have to switch out. So he is Assault Vested. He is probably... So Fire Pick is going to come in. That is very nice. Very nice. Let's see now. I would assume that Gastrodon can come in and recover on this if I do make the right appropriate turn. Now, his Conkeldurr is heavily wounded. That Toxic can be huge. So we're going to Roost on this right now. Let us see. Right, so Ember is in. Ember is most likely going to go for the Fire move. Now, I have to switch out, but what if he doesn't go for the Fire move? You know what I mean? He could go easily for Superpower, expect me to switch out. That could also be it. I think that my best bet right now is probably my Dragonite, because if he makes a double switch, which I'm assuming he will do, then Dragonite, well, he does have multi-scale, so it's a Pokemon that can take anything from likes this and then retaliate something on his switch, which nothing truly wants to take it on. So I'm just gonna need to break my multi-scale, which is fine, and proceed to go from there, honestly. If he goes for Hidden Power, that's gonna be bad, but he's gonna need to be Scarf in order to speed me. He's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. That is an excellent turn on his behalf. Did not expect that. So I'll assume this is his, what is this? A freaking Will-O-Wisping Ember. I've never seen that in my life, but, you know, props to him. It really did caught me by guard here. And here's the thing. He will have to switch out, and I'll have to attack, but I'm burned, so that's really not going to do much damage, will it? Interesting turn there, Bise. You really got me by that turn. I think I could switch out to Gashadon. Man, I don't got anything to get rid of this. But I guess Dragonite is sort of a lost cause right now, honestly. Which is bad, but it is what it is. So I could Dragon Dance, but I'm not going to gain much. He will probably expect me to go for the... Yeah, I'm just going to Dragon Claw. I am burned, but I just want to do damage. So let's just go for the Dragon Claw. He actually stays in. That surprised me. That actually surprised me. Head Smash, but that's just going to do recall. So that's fine. If I go down by this, that's okay, because we're just going to do recall to it. And at that point, you know, that's okay. He could... Yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. So that's really, really cool. Really cool. Right. Let me think now. Let me think. Here's a thing. I need to make the right decision. I could switch out to my Gashadon and recover on this, which would probably be in my best interest. I don't think he's got Hidden Power Grass on this. I doubt he can burn me. That's also a thing. I can put up the rocks, force him out. I don't feel like doing that right now. I could switch out to Keldeo, which he does not have a switch for. That's also a thing. I could go for the Focus Blast if anything. I can do stuff, but I need to think appropriate. I need to think appropriate. So I'm going to switch out to Keldeo for now. And just go for Hydro Pump. I'm not playing any games. I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump, because Hydro Pump should decimate most of his mons. Feraligatr will get stopped by a Gashadon, Cold, even if he switches in after that. Or I could Scald, which is probably in my best interest, because Scald will take this down no matter what. And even his Conkeldurr will not appreciate taking Scalds from the likes of this. And then, you know, think Xenon, think. No, Hydro Pump. Just straight on Hydro Pump. Protect. Right. Okay. You got yourself prepared, but I don't think you're prepared for Hydro Pump, my friend. I really don't think you're prepared for Hydro Pump. No matter if you got a Assault Vest Conkeldurr there. If it's max special defense, yes, but you're not taking this. Nothing is taking this on the Switch, friend. Outside of like a Scarf, no, that could have been a problem, but for now, let us check the Strength. That is the Hydro Pump Keldeo, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's see if he truly has a switch for it. I think that even Assault Vested Tornadus would struggle against the likes of this. So let's check this out. So Tornadus does come in. If you're not... Okay, so basically let's go. Hydro Pump, ladies and gentlemen. How much will it do? That's nasty. You got a nasty Tornadus there. Are you serious? You got a max special defense on that or something? Because that is just nasty. That is truly nasty. So I would assume he will expect me to switch out. He's gonna expect me to switch out to my Ludora's Wrath. He needs to expect this. There is no way you're not gonna be risking. But if I switch out to Ludora's Wrath, then Conkeldurr can come in. And that's bad. Yeah, I'm actually gonna risk this right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be big, but it's gonna be a play I need to make. So let's go. Hydro Pump, you're not Scarf. Come on. Yes, let's go. The damage is real. You're not gonna Hurricane. It can miss even. You're gonna Hurricane. You're gonna miss. Yo. Talk about luck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. I cannot believe he actually risked that when I have a Electro. I got Electros. I don't understand. I mean, at some point you will need to risk, and oh man, that's big. That is big. So let's go Hydro Pump again, ladies and gentlemen. 78 versus 80. We can do this. Please do not switch out. For the love of God, Bise, do not switch out. That's quite incredible. So Bise is very unlucky right now. He will have to switch out to something. Ember has been damaged. This Pokemon has been damaged. His Conkeldurr is poisoned. I will just need to really pack a punch. So I would assume Ferocious. Right, so it's Feraligatr coming in, ladies and gentlemen. That is very incredible. We're gonna hit that Hydro Pump. Wow, Keldeo really truly pulling in the strength right now. That is raw strength right there. Wow. Wow, I got no words for it. So I would assume like Ice Punch. Here's the thing. Even a Share Force, I don't care too much for it. I can recover and I can just play around it with Gastrodon. So we're switching out to Gastrodon right now. And truly, Keldeo just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. I got no words for it. He could make a double switch, which could a little bit concern me. But again, I think that we can manage. We can definitely manage. So Bise truly pulling in the strength right now. He is truly making me think. But his team is getting damaged, and that is all I really want. That is all I really need. All I really need in my life. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Gastrodon coming in. He is gonna Ice Punch, but again, even Share Force, Life Orb, I'm defensive. That did a lot of damage. That did a little bit too much damage for my own comfort, to be honest. And I'm still gonna think that I can take one and recover. That did a lot. That did way more than I expect. But I think lefties are gonna make a difference here. Please make a difference. Now, I could switch out and not even play this game. I could actually switch out directly to my Keldeo and go for Focus Blast then. That could also be my benefit. But I think that I can take a move from it and recover. I need to recover. He will switch out, so that's great because we're gonna recover and basically manage to get 2 of my mons here. Interesting switch. Was he expect me to switch out as well to Keldeo? That could have been it, because switching out like this really surprised me. And I am slower, so whatever happens now, I can still try to stall it. So here's a thing: Bise will need to go for the Drain Punch, but I can just go for recover, and eventually, you know, yes, I'm gonna lose my PPs on recover, but that's as far as it really goes. You know, I'm not gonna be losing that much, honestly speaking. So for now, I think in my best interest, because I'm slower, I'm just gonna recover. He will probably Drain Punch because that's his best bet, honestly, going against me. Let's see how much it does. It does a lot of damage, but basically recover, and lefties are mostly gonna regain most of my health. So Gastrodon truly pulling into Shrink right now, truly showing what it's all about. And here's the thing: I'm gonna keep on proceeding to recover until I feel comfortable in attacking. I still got like 14, you know, basically 14 recovers, so I don't really lose anything from it, and he's not really gaining anything from this as well. So I think he will actually attack me right now with, or just switch out, which is okay. But what will he switch out to is a question, because Raichu needs to have Hidden Power Grass in order to handle me. Feraligatr cannot touch me. Emboar can burn me, but that's it. Pidgeot, again, it's a Mon, and I can just dealt with it one-on-one. So I'm just gonna recover one more time. Just one more time. He may expect me to attack him now, but I don't plan to do that. And one-on-one, he isn't walling me anymore. So before, he could have probably done it, but we made the right decision and made the right switch, and now he isn't. So I should have attacked him here, but that's fine because we're basically, you know, I guess it's like, it's a question now. It's a question. It's a question. He must have Hidden Power Grass on this. He must have Hidden Power Grass on this. Yeah, that there is no question about it. He must have Hidden Power Grass on this. So basically, being that he's got Hidden Power Grass, I'll have to switch out to something. He's not gonna Hurricane. He may Toxic if he does possess it, but that is Assault Vested. That is not, that is Assault Vested. So I'm switching out to Ludora's Wrath. I don't think he's actually gonna go for the U-turn. He doesn't have Toxic because he's got Assault Vest. I would expect Hidden Power Grass right now from the likes of it, and proceed to go from there. He will U-turn now. Are you fucking for real? U-turn against Gastrodon. I got no words. Incredible play. But I am incredibly, like, I don't understand. Like, I genuinely don't understand this play, because maybe he... Bertha, you freaking Conkeldurr, you son of a bitch. Seriously, this Pokemon is such a problem. It's just such a problem, really. Anyways, so can I gotta preserve this. I gotta preserve this Mon. I really do. And from the likes of it before, I seen that I took the Drain Punch not really well with Scizor, but I still took it with a reasonable, considerable ease, I guess we can say. But now we got much more defense, so I think we can take it even better. And I don't think he's got Fire Punch on it. Last time he did switch out. And I think I'm gonna switch out to Scizor now. Hopefully enough, he did not, he probably wanted to regain the ability he's got. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Scizor coming in, Drain Punch again. This guy is only Drain Punching all the time, so it's becoming a little bit annoying here, but we're just gonna need to play around it somehow. We're just gonna need to find ways in order to handle this beast. So Poison is doing some damage, but again, if I can Roost away, I'm basically gonna recover most of that health, and I'm just gonna stock up the damage even further. I can go for the knockoff afterwards, but if he's got a Fire Punch, Poison is just gonna stock up again, and I think that then I can switch out to Keldeo and just proceed to go for Hydro Pump again. Just keep on doing damage against the likes of this. I don't think you got Fire Punch. You could possess Fire Punch, which would make much more sense than anything else. But I can go for U-turn in case that is the case. He can go for a Mach Punch again. But I don't think... Let me think. So he must have... He doesn't have knockoff. Last time he did make that switch. So I would expect you to Mach Punch right now. And afterwards, I would expect to switch out to what? I don't got a switch for this. I actually am gonna scout for Fire Punch. So I'm gonna Roost. I don't got max PP on Roost. That is unfortunate. But if he's got Fire Punch, that's gonna be bad. If he doesn't have Fire Punch, that's gonna be better. I guess we could say he does have Fire Punch. So I should have U-turned there, but I didn't. And he's gonna take us out without a doubt. So stuff are looking bad. But ladies and gentlemen, we're still not going down. We're still not going down with the fight. So I cannot allow him to Drain Punch anymore. I gotta come in and just shrink away. So let me think now. Keldeo, I can take a Drain Punch. He doesn't have Thunder Punch. I would not think he's got the Thunder Punch. I can go for the Focus Blast. Would I need to go for the Focus Blast? But I'm faster, and then that is a problem, because he's just gonna be hitting me for all that damage, and honestly, I'm not a fan of that. But that it is what it is. So I just need a little bit more damage on it, because if he's got Mach Punch, that's bad. So I think that for now I'm gonna switch out to my Gastrodon, and I'm gonna go for the Toxic, expecting him to switch out. I don't think, or maybe I should just attack, just to stock up damage, because it's gonna be quite necessary, honestly. I would think Ice Beam would probably be my best bet right now. Last time he gone for the U-turn against probably he does have Hidden Power. I mean, Hidden Power Grass. He must have it. Why wouldn't he have it, right? Probably gonna regret this, but let's go for Ice Beam. Expect him to switch out. He's not gonna Drain Punch when I can recover most of my health back. He's just gonna be stalling his cell down. I don't think that's gonna be the case. And he will switch out. So what will you switch out to is still a question. Will you switch out to your Savior? Okay. That's sort of bad and sort of good, I guess. Hidden Power Grass is something to be expected now. Ice Beam is going to do a lot of damage, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. And I think right now is my best bet to go for the... Should I go for Ice Beam again? That did a lot. So I'd expect this to be a special attacker now. Now I'm seriously expecting him to go for the Hidden Power, or like something that's got... He must Roost, he cannot U-turn. He cannot U-turn when he's in a position like this. So I'm switching out back to Ludora's Wrath. He cannot U-turn. He cannot play that game. He cannot. He can have Toxic, he can stall, that is true. That is also true, but that's fine. Whatever he will do, he cannot play that game. So let's see. Let's see what he's gonna do. Right, so Pidgeotto is gonna come in. And he's gonna go for a Roost. Okay, so we did sort of, I guess I could have Earthpower, I could have Toxic there. But this will do just fine. Right. So let me check. Thing is, he's got that Raichu there. And Raichu is a huge problem. I got U-turn, I got Thunderbolt, I got Grass Knot and Flamethrower. I'm a Salt Vessel, so Raichu shouldn't be a problem against me one-on-one, and I can Flamethrower as well. But for now, I'm actually expecting him to expect me to... Raichu is so obvious. It is really, really obvious. I'm not going to go for it. I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt for now. So he's going to switch out. I would assume Conkeldurr, because Raichu is terribly obvious. So Fire Pick is going to come in. That's fine. So I guess he's expecting me to Flamethrower, expecting the Raichu to come in, which would make plenty of sense. We're just going to go for the T-Bolt right now. Let's see how much damage I do. And I just barely miss a KO there, which is not great. That is definitely not great. That is kind of... a little bit depressing, to be honest, but I gotta play with what I have. So I gotta still preserve this, and that is still an Emboar. So I gotta think, if I can get Intimidate on him, then even a Superpower will not take me out. I think my rocks are needed right now, and I think that also if I can get a knockoff with this Mon or Rock Slide on the field, Earthquake I think would be the best. Let me think. I'm Scarf with this as well. So I'd assume he's got Hidden Power Grass on this, wouldn't he? He must have. He must have. He's got Will-O-Wisp, that's for certain. But that's fine. I'm still switching out to Gastrodon. I still need to switch out to Gastrodon. There's no question about it. I think Crocodile could have put up the rocks, but it's kind of like, you know, I need Electros. I definitely need Electros, and I need to break down that guy. I just need to break down that Conkeldurr of his. So he will do that. Okay. That's fine. Right. So he's probably gonna protect right now to gain some more momentum to a certain extent. And I think that's gonna be the turn we're gonna switch out directly to our Keldeo. Right about now. Yes, we're switching out directly to Keldeo, ladies and gentlemen. I think I need the switch right now to happen, because he's probably gonna protect, and Keldeo can mostly you know, handle the likes of that. So he does protect, ladies and gentlemen, and protect failed, but that's fine, because now we're gonna need to play accordingly. Now Conkeldurr has been damaged. Sacred Sword will hit it on the physical side. He's got that regenerative user. I still got Hydro Pumps over the roof. He may protect as well, just scout my Hydro Pumps. I could go for the Scald, and I think I will go for the Scald. I cannot risk just Hydro Pumps right now. So he will protect, of course. He's just stalling and pretty much scouting my set, but Feraligatr cannot come in against two Hydro Pumps. I mean, it's two Scalds in general, and his Tornadus may just get burned. And that's something he will not appreciate. Plus, I can make a double switch. So I'm going for the Scald right now. I don't even know how much that does to the likes of Conkeldurr, but any damage would be very much appreciated. So he will have to switch out. Now here's a Feign. I need to break his core. If I can manage to break his core, I'm in the clear. If I cannot manage to break his core, then I'm in a bad situation. So we're gonna go for Scald. He will have to sag this man down. That's okay. And I think I'm still gonna preserve Hydro Pump from the likes of Raichu, because I'm not too sure if Raichu can survive the likes of Hydro Pump and whatnot. He could be Assault Vested as well. So Ember is outside of the picture. Pidgeot is gonna come in next. That's bad, because Pidgeot can easily go for Hurricane. It's a no-brainer. He can easily do something else. He can U-turn for all I know. That could also be it. Oh, this is a Feign. I am faster than it, but I'm expecting it to U-turn. He's got Roost. He must U-turn. He's not gonna Hurricane. So what can I do? What can I really legitimately do? I could switch out to my Jura. Let's see. Is my Keldeo needed? Without a doubt. It can handle Feraligatr now. It can handle Raichu. Conkeldurr can be heavily damaged. I need it without a doubt. If Ludora's Wrath comes in, then if he U-turns, that's gonna be huge. Because then he can Drain Punch on anything on my team. And that is something I'm not a big fan of. But I think I can take a move from it. So I'm gonna switch out to Ludora's Wrath. I don't know if this is the best move, but I think I don't got a choice. So I gotta switch out to Ludora's Wrath right now, ladies and gentlemen. And he does go for Hurricane. Okay, so he's gonna be playing it safe. Hopefully he's not gonna get confusion. And he does hit. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Okay, no. Don't. No. This is quite bad, because now we're playing with something I don't want to be playing with, you know. I don't want to be playing with this, because this is a perfect chance to do something else, you know. A perfect chance to attack him with something that is not... If I hit myself, that's gonna be bad. If I hit myself, that's gonna be horrible. If I don't hit myself, that can be okay. I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower for now. Let's see. He will switch out, but I'm going for the Flamethrower, expecting him to switch out to Raichu. Bertha against T-Bolt? Really? You're gonna switch out to Bertha against T-Bolt? You would have done that. Yes, okay. Gaining some damage here. Very necessary. Very necessary right now, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot stress this one enough. But because I am... Oh man, he can regain most of that health back just because I'm confused right now. And can I outspeed him? That's also a question. I cannot go for the... I cannot allow him to regain. I gotta go for the T-Bolt, ladies and gentlemen. Am I faster? Or will he take me out? Let's see. Please be faster. Okay. Please don't hit yourself. Don't hit yourself. Come on. No! Freaking no! Not... Oh, Jesus Christ, no! Oh god, no. That is quite horrible. That's quite terrible, ladies and gentlemen. That is quite terrible, because basically, yeah, That is exactly what happened. So now we're in a position. Keldeo, Hydro Pump. We got a Hydro Pump. I believe Hydro Pump still has a chance to take him out, but I cannot believe that hit right there is brutal. That is brutal move, ladies and gentlemen. That is brutal. My opponent is brutal, man. He is brutal. Anyway, so Hydro Pump. I believe he's my greatest bet. I gotta go for it. Drain Punch will regain most of that health, but I got no other choice. If he switches out, gotta damage it. Let's go. Let's go, Keldeo. You can do this. I believe in you, Keldeo. Yes, he still got Mons, but Keldeo is such a threat that it doesn't really matter. I just need to take this thing down. And modest Keldeo Hydro Pump is strong, ladies and gentlemen. It is strength. Come on. This is a pretty terrible situation we got ourselves in. Oh man, if that T-Bolt would have only connected, I would have not even need to risk with Hydro Pump. But it is what it is. I still feel like I only got 3 Pokemon left, but I still feel like Keldeo can kind of pull through. Funnily enough, as funny as that sounds, it's kind of true. Because then I got even my Crocodile, which got Rock Slide, and his team just doesn't like that at all with Moxie. So if I can only damage this, if I only can damage this greatly, I may have a chance. I may just have a chance. If I cannot, then all is basically lost. Ladies and gentlemen, let us check. He will switch out Preserve Bertha. You son of a bitch. Anyway, switches out to Ferocious. Of course, you're going to switch out to Ferocious. We're going to miss. So that is just kind of lame, to be honest. That's kind of lame. Yeah, that is very, very lame. So I'd expect him to switch out now. What can he do against me one-on-one, honestly? He can Earthquake, but I expect him to switch out to Conkeldurr, expect me to switch out to Gastrodon. Let's Hydro Pump again. Let's go! No, he stays in. Okay, Hydro Pump, let's see how much it does. Boom! Take that, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Sword Dance! Okay, so he expected us to switch out. That is excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Cannot stress this one enough. That is excellent. We only got 2 more Hydro Pumps, so that is only a bit of a nuisance. It is, but it is what it is. And I think now for another Hydro Pump. Let's go. Let's go. Aquajet is his greatest bet, ladies and gentlemen. It is really his greatest bet, but we should take him out. And he is even Life Orb, of course, because that is not Cheerful boosted. And Hydro Pump will take down the Feraligatr. Now here's the thing, we still got 1 more Hydro Pump. Now whether or not he knows that is a question. And I think that is important to note that could be quite important. So Feraligatr is out of the picture, and we gotta think. Now he's got 2 Flyers, which is another problem. 2 Flyers are a bit of a nuisance because I got Crocodile, that Scarf, and all I really need is to heavy damage that Conkeldurr to a point where Rock Slide can take him out, and then I can just Rock Slide the rest of his guys apart. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. That is correct. So here we go. I gotta preserve this. I generally got to preserve this Mon. Man. Ooh, that problematic Mon right there. That is a problematic Mon. It is. If I can go for it. Then he is basically poisoned, so he cannot play that game. Huh. Right. I still got 1 more Hydro Pump, but then I'm stuck into... He probably just calc this once. Switch out to Gastrodon for now. He probably did calc this once. He will probably turn on this, which would be horrible, but it is what it is if he does that. And then we're gonna Rock Slide with our... Well, we're not gonna Rock Slide. We're actually gonna... He's gonna Hurricane. He's gonna miss. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. That is quite terrible. I gotta admit that is just becoming really terrible. That's something else, you know. That actually is something else. So I'd expect him to predict Ice Beam, switch out to probably Conkeldurr, and proceed to go from there. Honestly, I could Toxic. I could definitely do so. Should I double switch right now? Will he U-turn? If he U-turns right now, he will not. He must go for Hidden Power or something. If I switch out, no, I gotta preserve this. Let me check. I could Earth Power. Expect the Conqueror. I could stay in. I could recover. I could Toxic. Conqueror. Earth Power. Yes. So he does go for U-turn right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm expecting him to expect the Ice Beam from the likes of me, but that's not going to be the case. We're actually going to go for Earth Power, stock up some more damage against the likes of Conqueror and whatnot, and then afterwards go for the recover. Xenon truly pulling in the weight right now. It's quite incredible. If he switches out to Raichu, that's going to die. If he switches out to Pidgeot, that I don't think that's going to be the case. Dumbface. It's Raichu. Is he on a balloon? No, he's not. So Raichu is probably... He's not even dead. Are you fucking for real? Raichu survived that. That's quite bad, actually. That's actually kind of terrible, honestly speaking. Wow. Okay. So I got Fremont's weak to grass. Oh god, this is not good. But Raichu is not that powerful. But I cannot get damage on Jura, because basically Jura, if he gets damaged, then he's in a range where Mach Punch will take him out. Let me think. And then that's kind of bad. But at the same time, it is what it is. And I think I'm gonna play this. I don't know why I think like playing like this, but I just think like playing like this. So let's just switch out to Jura. I don't know why I'm actually preserving Gesharon while I should probably just save it. So let's see if he does have the move I think he's got, or maybe he won't switch, expect me to switch out, which will probably not be the case. No, he's gonna go for Grass Knot. Probably take us out, wouldn't it? Or not. No, it will not. Is he Scarf? Is he Scarf? No, you're not Scarf. There's no way you're Scarf. Plus you got Grass Knot. Keldeo is not that bulky. So. Oh man. I could knock off. I am Scarf myself. I don't think you're Scarf. I really don't. But I didn't see any life orb damage, so that would give me assuming that you are. But if you're Scarf, you gotta be timid. And if you're Scarf, this is probably game over anyways. So I think for now, if I go for the knockoff, I also get rid of the... He will need to Mach Punch and not really Drain Punch. That's also a thing. Let's go for knockoff. If he is, of course, Scarf, that's going to be a problem. He is Scarf. Yeah. As I expected. But it's fine. We're going to switch out to our Keldeo. I think that... Here's a thing. Yeah. Okay, so Grass Knot is probably going to do enough where Mach Punch is going to take us out. So that is kind of bad. But again, it is what it is. How bulky is... How heavyweight is Keldeo? I would not expect it to be that heavy. But it could just be. So basically for now, I'm actually going to need to go for a Focus Blast. That's the funny part. No, I'm going to go for the Scald. I need to go for the Scald for now. And he is faster, of course. He is running Timid Nature. But that shouldn't... Here, you see, this is really questionable. Why would he run Grass Knot over Hidden Power Grass when you know that... I just don't get it. I just don't. I really don't. I don't get this move. So Tornado is going to come in. That's bad, but he's going to need to play with Hurricane, and Hurricane could just potentially miss. Like it missed before. But let's go for the Scald. Let's see. We're going to manage. Let's go for the Scald. If he missed with Hurricane right now, that's going to be bad. So we burn him. Let's see. Grass Knot as well. Wow. Wow, you got Grass Knot as well. That's very interesting. Jesus Christ, man. And yeah, it's gonna come down to my Gastro going against basically his whole team, which is a good game, honestly. I'm actually gonna run. I'm actually gonna run because I don't want to be destroying my chances here with a... Well, actually, I'm not gonna run. What am I saying? I'm gonna recover. He may switch out. He may not. He's gonna go for Grass Knot, of course. If he had Grass Knot this whole time, why didn't you use it before? It's like... It's a no-brainer. I didn't have any switches anyway, so I'm really surprised you didn't use it before. Or maybe I made a mistake. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was the game against Bise. He really prepared himself for this team, which I did kind of expect the Raichu with Scarf, but you know, it is what it is. I didn't really change anything. I thought. Plus, if I change anything, what are the chances of him not changing anything? If you know what I mean. I mean, me overthinking things, that could also be it, and I didn't feel like doing that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the game for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And with that being said, until next time, take care. Peace.